Hello, this is Julia and Julia.
Yay!
We have East Coast Julia and West Coast Julia.
Yes.
So we are squeezing this in because our schedules are so different. So we're going to make it short and sweet, but I just love your book, first of all. So I have to share that with everyone. This is Julia's book. She is the poet and author of Walking the Hot Coal of the Heart.
Love
this
it.
is my book for anyone who doesn't know me, and I'm also Julia. Julia Alter is her. Julia Ostara is me. And this is the girl who dances with the light. Thank you. And I wanted to share that we are going to give away a copy of each book. That's my copy and the giveaway. A copy of each book. And we'll share how to do that just by putting I'm in the comments while you're listening, and we'll get you the link to enter. Okay, so hi, Julia.
Hi, how's it going, love?
And hello, everyone else. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, everybody.
Julia is about to host a course. We've hosted a course together in the past, and she has one coming up about expression, right? It's all about different kinds of expression. So I thought we could talk about letting our hearts sing, because that's really what expression is, I think.
Absolutely.
And I have... Well, tell us a little bit about your course and what's going to be in it. Let's just go ahead and hear that.
The course is the Audacious Soul's Creative Reset. And, you know, it's my belief that everybody deserves creativity, and it just opens up your life in ways that if you're willing to let it, that can very simply and easily just awaken you. So you're not just kind of humdrum going through your life. So it's a 4-week adventure. It's online, video-based, and prompt, and very easy. You get lifetime access to it. So if you can't be there every day, you know, that's a little daunting to people to have to show up to something every day, and they think, oh, I don't have time. All the exercises are under 10 minutes. I've done it on purpose with intention so we can fit it into our lives, right?
Yeah. I mean, like we're doing this right now.
Exactly.
I'm getting ready to go jump in the lake, and I have no idea what she was doing. I just said, can you squeeze it in now?
Yes, that I may go jump in the ocean. I don't know.
Oh, that sounds even better.
But yeah, so 4 weeks, Audacious Souls Creative Reset. We go,
and it starts Monday.
Session starts Monday. And I accidentally didn't raise the price back up to the normal price. So if you see this before Monday, you may just luck out. I took over half of the price off, and I accidentally just haven't
your
gotten
little
in there.
birthday treat, right?
I'm busy, yeah. So we'll go into obsessions, belief, imagination, and the other one that I always forget, curiosity.
Oh, I love that.
So it'll be really fun.
It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
And that is so similar to me. This would be a great go with it, because it has similar things with the expressive movement and writing prompts. So they would be a great team, I think.
I can't wait to dive into your book as a guide for my future courses and just lift little bits full of beautiful, beautiful things that I'm going to use for prompts, and you know, people are going to love it. They're just going to love, because it's one of those that you can either read from front to back or just dive in anywhere. And
I love that
kind of book. It's my favorite kind of book,
because you can just say, oh, I invite whatever today, and see what that page is, right? Like a card.
How does that feel to have it out in the world?
You know how it feels. You've done it. You've birthed one.
I know, but how did you?
Very surreal, right? Because it's such new. You know, it's only been a couple weeks, so I'm just getting the early feedback now. And yesterday, someone wrote, "Wow, this is the book you didn't know you needed until you read it." And that feels great to know that all the energy that I put in, I knew it was a gift to me first and foremost. I didn't write it for anybody else in terms of critics. I just couldn't. It wouldn't be the same book if I did that, right? But I obviously wanted it to be able to have a positive impact for those who were on the same wavelength or might see it and receive it, you know? So it feels good to know that that energy is being shared with others that way too. And I'm sure you get that.
Yeah, I love
Can I read a tiny little piece out of yours? Okay. Sure. So I wanted to share because this is from Offering to the Night Gods. Can I read a little piece of that?
Sure.
I'm not going to read the whole thing, just this one little bit says, when she waves her cape over daylight, a scent of honesty, earth-grown and reddening, she decides to love the world. Oh, that line, that she decides to love the world. And it comes after, other stuff that's going on, right? And so that's what that line means to me, is that amidst all the stuff in our lives, you can make that decision that you can still choose to lean into the love. And I think that's so much of what my book is about. I bet that's a lot of what your course is about. And the way you use words to be able to open, something, it's like what you were describing about your course, getting into something deeper, or even if it's not feeling like it has to be deep because it's fitting it into I just love how your poetry is every day. Like this is, like it's your real life, living it in a poetic way.
Yeah.
And
it's really, that's what it does, right? That's what creativity does, is it just wakes us up, and life doesn't look like it normally looks. You're not just watching the wind in the trees, but it's like there's silver on the tips of the leaves. And why not live like that?
Yes.
In a state of magic.
And I love that we're both like, we're, moms, just modern, everyday kind of people.
Yeah.
Squeezing the juice out of it.
Yes.
Looking for the, turning it into wine, or however you want to think about it.
Making the time to open the book, to open up the Dances with Delight, and see what you can feed yourself that day.
Yeah.
See what you can nourish yourself with. We all do give so much at our jobs and as mothers and as wives. And
I love the line about the soccer moms too, but I'm not going to read it, but that's one of my favorites in there.
I had not lived until a couple of years ago. I stood along the sidelines and heard someone yelling a line from that poem to their child as I was soccer momming on the side. It was so weird. We talk about surreal, feeling a poem come to life. Like, I mean, we can't take ourselves too seriously either, right?
Yes. Right. We need to play and have fun and explore. And that's what the curiosity is about. And I just feel like we are so, getting to know you a few years ago when we hosted that course together was like, we are so different. I'm a hippie kid and she's Dazzle, diva. Yet we are so much alike in terms of kindredness, wanting to really live while we're here and not let our senses be dulled and numbed. And we've both been through that, I think, in some of our past lives, past experiences. And you were a jazz singer, yes?
There's a lot of different, it just feels like the creative expression finds its way out regardless. I stopped writing for a bit when I had my kids because it just felt like, I don't know, a little self-indulgent, or I just couldn't find I didn't have the bandwidth.
Yeah.
And then I started doing more visual art. So it's just like the expression is going to find its way out if you're a creative soul,
Yeah, that's what happened.
By the way, I was a little hippie, feral child growing up in Santa Cruz in the banana slugs and the redwoods. So maybe that's I'm just a hippie with lipstick. That's all.
Yeah. Love that. I got the boots and she's got the high heels.
Exactly.
But I love how what you were just saying about it's going to find a way out anyway. Like that's what happened for me too, was when I had kids, it came out with their crayons when I didn't have any other way for it to happen.
Yes.
Right? Because that's where I was at the time. And then it just grew from there. So making 5 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you can makes a difference.
It all adds up.
Makes a difference.
So fast. Yes.
And it's like opening the gifts. And I think that's what I think a lot of this is about, is opening the gifts right here and now.
Yes.
And I think that's a lot of what expression is about too, because you're exploring when you're expressing, and that help you get into the present, through that. And maybe sometimes it's also going for time travel through the past or your hopes for the future or whatever. And that's okay too.
Yeah. It can be whatever you want it to be. I mean, I think that's the thing, is like just getting out of the dailiness a little bit, because it really stretches your mind, and we need to.
Well, and something else, like you just said, getting out of it, but I also feel like your poetry sometimes gets into it too, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like in
totally.
In a different, deeper way, or I don't know. That's what I mean by being present, because it's like you're not just like going through the motions, but you actually like are seeing things with these fresh eyes. Like you inspired me to write a poem about a plastic Easter egg. I was reading this on my couch, and I walked out that morning.
Compliment.
There was a leftover egg who had been missed in an egg hunt, and it was sitting on the ground, like forgotten. That started the poem, and it became the most personal, healing poem that I've written to date. And that was inspired by the way you look at the everyday and open it up and crack it open.
I love that. I love that. And you're talking about staying present, and that's just the highest compliment. Because if you read something and it makes you want to write, and it makes you look at the world differently, that's just a huge compliment. But what I loved reading your book is like, I felt like I was walking right with you.
Oh, I love that.
Felt like you were just like, you're my friend, and you're walking with me, and just, it was just like golden nugget after golden nugget. But was just life, but it's also just like, why not try this? Just in such an innocuous and friendly and beautiful way that keeps you present. Because it's like, hey, let's go over here for a minute. It's a very gentle, but it was so moving to me how I really could feel you in the book. So
thank you. Oh, where'd her voice go? It just decided.
Oh no, did I leave?
Oh, there, you're back.
Oh, sorry.
It decided to slow-mo you for just a minute.
Sometimes I just melt through the time-space continuum.
That's what it is. It's a great way to handle it.
Yes.
So anyone watching, please type "I'm in the comments, and you will be entered to win. Dive in to one of these books. We'll choose a winner, one for each one. And then we will also answer any questions that anybody puts in the comments. We'll watch that and come back and join the conversation. And I would love to wrap it up pretty quickly, because we just wanted to keep it short and sweet and encourage everyone to let your heart sing. It was really what the point of the conversation was, to share with you a few of our offerings, let you enter to win one of the books. And I'd like to leave people with an invitation to. Okay. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. I just, I wanted to make sure that, and I don't know actually what your invitation is, so maybe I should let you go ahead with that. I just realized that I can't find my face. Hold on.
Yeah, there you are. Okay.
I'm on my phone. Sorry, modern world.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I told you the time-space continuum is wild, right? I didn't give anyone my website, alter.com.
Oh, yes, and we'll definitely put a link for the for your course.
For the book and for your book too.
Yeah, for both. Okay. So we'll put that with the in the comments. Look for that if you want to. And
do my first, buy my book. And then,
now you're getting a little jazzy voice again. Well, my invitation is, are you ready? Yeah? Okay. I invite everyone to write just a short little poem about today, whatever it is, and look at your day with from a poetic view, you know, just put those glasses on for the day. And it could be just a few lines, or it could be, you know, my one about the egg turned into a few pages, whatever you want it to be. And just see what comes. Let your heart sing.
And you can start with I'm looking at. If you can't figure out what to write, just
start with I'm looking at is what you said, yeah? A good prompt. All right, we are it seems like our connection is also telling us it's time to wrap up. Because it just froze you. So we'll put all that in, and you guys say I'm in to enter the giveaway, and then you can check out both of our websites, and they're going to get signed up for our email list too. So any goodies that we offer that way, you'll get all that good stuff when you enter for the giveaway too. So you'll be able to find us. Oh, thank you so much, Julia, for taking these few minutes impromptu, spur of the moment to share a little bit about just encouraging everyone to lean into life. You are delightful, darling. Oh, and you're frozen again. I want to say bye. Wave bye to everybody. Can you move? Where'd your video go? Oh, I think we lost her. I'm going to end the recording. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining us. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Oh, there she is. You want to say bye?
Yeah, sign up for all the things.
Yes.
So much fun.
All right. Bye, beautiful.
Bye.
Oh, wait. I want to end recording.